So the Women's March started in 2017, and it brought together 1 million women from all different faiths, all different walks of life, all different races to march in direct opposition of the President of the United States at the time, but to march for women's rights, for civil rights, for social justice, and a number of different things that we thought that we were losing in our communities. Well, it's important to have the march here in Atlantic City because there's a legacy of activism here in Atlantic City. In fact, this was the very first place that women burned their bras in the women's suffrage movement. So this is a legacy that we were reintroducing to the community and to the state of New Jersey. So we're hoping to bring awareness, to enlighten people about the invisibility of various communities, to call out the disparity within the disparity, and to reintroduce the legacy of Fannie Lou Hamer so that she is no longer invisible to our community and that her name and her story continue to live on.
Fannie Lou famous quotes was, actually the world and America is upset, and the only way to bring about a change is to upset it more.
I think that there are so many intersections in our identities and our experiences, and that we can't leave one out. And that's why it's important to include everyone in every experience, because that's the diversity of of America, of our democracy. That's the diversity of us as a people. And so you can't leave out workers' rights. We can't leave out reproductive rights, any of these different entities, because they all uniquely affect us differently, and they are the intersections of our identities. Why would having so many principles associated with the Women's March would hurt the movement? I disagree. I disagree with that because when we have a limited perspective, we leave people out. We leave out intersections of identity that need to be addressed, that need to be seen. And having the Women's March in general is about being seen and being heard. And so when we don't encompass and include everyone, we shut them out. And that's something that cannot happen. We can't allow that to continue. We've seen that historically, and we fought against that, just like in the civil rights movement, where people of color were left out. And we had to fight for our place in society. And so no, we can't leave anyone out.
We're just here to express women's rights and American rights. Women's rights are American rights, and how we feel about today's current political environment.
I'm here today to speak out for the people who are silenced and who don't have the ability to put their message out there and tell their stories, because it's important to use your voice and to speak out for all the people and to stand united together.
This is my third march. I'm here to support all the progressive issues, healthcare for all, obviously no wall. I'm a furloughed federal employee. No wall.
I'm here to represent myself, my 2 daughters, and my 2 granddaughters, and hope that things get more equal for them in the future.
I'm here to show my support to all the women out there, the ones that felt like they've never been heard, the ones that feel like they've never been seen. This is to show that no matter where you're at, we can all be together and we can all stand for those that don't have a voice.
What we can do is we can listen to other women. We can believe them when they tell us of their experiences. And as we call out our own intersections of identity, we don't diminish other people's intersections of identity as well. For the next step to push the movement along is to keep educating the community, to keep pulling for solidarity and sisterhood, to call for multiracial leadership and training, and to create opportunities for everyone. And as we climb, we lift.
We, all ethnicities, all races, all denominations of religion,